If you are passionate about Liverpool Football Club, then this is the place for you because we bring every twist and turn of the transfer window directly to you with detail and insight. Let's get into today's headline story because there are some major updates that could shape the final weeks of Liverpool's summer business. The big news is that talks regarding Alexander Isak have been confirmed as Liverpool continue to push forward with their hunt for another defender, while also keeping their eyes on several midfield talents. Despite already investing heavily in the transfer market this summer, the reigning Premier League champions still appear hungry for more, with big moves still possible before the window slams shut on September 1st. Arne Slot and his recruitment team have already strengthened significantly, adding players such as Jeremy Frimpong, Florian Wirtz, Milos Kerkez, and Hugo Ekitike to the squad that lifted the league title last season. On top of those arrivals, Jorge Sudakov has finally linked up with the team after completing his loan spell in Spain with Valencia, giving Liverpool an even deeper pool of talent, and yet more reinforcements may still be coming in the next few days. Liverpool's pursuit of Newcastle striker Alexander Isak has been one of the most talked about stories of this window, and for good reason. The Swedish international has been training separately from the main Newcastle squad after publicly expressing his desire to move on, which has only intensified speculation that Anfield could be his next destination. At the same time, there is still plenty of noise about a possible move for Crystal Palace defender Marc Guéhi. Liverpool have been short in the centre-back department after sanctioning Jarell Quansah's transfer to Bayer Leverkusen earlier in the summer, so naturally, the links to Guéhi have only grown stronger. Newcastle boss Eddie Howe confirmed in a press conference that he has indeed held conversations with Isak about his future, although he declined to reveal the full details. Howe admitted he regularly speaks with the striker and stressed that such discussions are normal, but Isak's recent explosive statement on social media accusing the club of breaking promises has added another layer of tension. Newcastle were quick to respond with a statement of their own, insisting that no official had ever guaranteed the player a move. Meanwhile, Liverpool remain firmly in the chase for Guéhi, with Palace chairman Steve Parish admitting that selling might be unavoidable given financial regulations and the defender's refusal to extend his contract. If Guéhi follows Ibarreche's out of Selhurst Park, Liverpool could very well be the ones to benefit. On top of that, Spanish outlets report that Liverpool are also in the running for Adam Wharton, another highly rated young midfielder from Palace, who is attracting interest from Manchester United, Manchester City, and even Real Madrid after impressing since stepping up from the Championship earlier this year. All of this comes ahead of Liverpool's upcoming clash with Newcastle at St. James's Park, a match already being billed as one of the biggest early fixtures of the season. The atmosphere is expected to be fiery and electric, with the transfer sagas of Isak and others only adding to the drama between the two clubs. Reports suggest Liverpool may launch one final bid for Isak once Monday's match is out of the way, a timing strategy designed to avoid the awkward possibility of him debuting against his current team. Newcastle are said to be holding out for a figure close to £150 million, but Liverpool legend Jamie Carragher has spoken out, saying that such a price is unrealistic and claiming that paying anything beyond £130 million would be excessive. For a striker who, while talented, has not yet proven himself as durable as Mohamed Salah and has a worrying injury record. Carragher pointed out that while Isak's talent is undeniable, his debut against Liverpool at Anfield was outstanding. He has missed too many games over 3 seasons and relies too heavily on penalties for his goal tally. Still, Liverpool see him as a player worth pursuing, though they will not be held to ransom. The Guéhi situation remains equally complicated. Liverpool are desperate to strengthen their backline given concerns over Ibrahima Konaté's fitness, Joe Gomez's injury history, and the recent departure of Quansah. With Guéhi entering the final year of his contract, Palace risk losing him for less down the line, and their chairman has openly admitted that tough decisions will have to be made to keep the club financially compliant. Reports from TBR Football claim Parish may even be pushing Guéhi towards Liverpool since the defender has made it clear he will not sign an extension. Away from the Isak and Guéhi sagas, Liverpool's squad issues have not gone unnoticed. Injuries at right back have forced Arne Slot to consider makeshift solutions. With Jeremy Frimpong ruled out until after the international break and Connor Bradley only just returning to training, Slot hinted that midfielders like Wataru Endo or Dominic Szoboszlai could fill in temporarily. Joe Gomez is another option, but his limited fitness complicates matters, while Curtis Jones has also played the role in the past. It is clear Liverpool have been unlucky with timing, suffering 2 injuries in the same position, but the manager is confident the squad has enough versatility to cope in the short term. He emphasized that it would be unrealistic to stockpile 3 or 4 players for every position, highlighting the importance of adaptability within the team. To wrap things up, Liverpool are still very much in the thick of the transfer market, and the final week could see plenty of drama with one last push for Alexander Isak, continued negotiations for Mark Guéhi, and competition heating up for Adam Wharton. With the Premier League season already underway and tough fixtures ahead, the pressure is on the club to get their business right. The next few days will be decisive, and Liverpool supporters will be watching closely as the window approaches its conclusion. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like the video, leave your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more breaking news and updates on everything Liverpool. Newcastle manager Eddie Howe has since confirmed that conversations have taken place between himself and Isak, not just at the end of last season but on a near-daily basis as well. However, Howe refused to reveal whether he was aware of Isak's desire to leave, saying those private talks would remain confidential. The tension between player and club has created one of the biggest stories of this transfer window, and Liverpool are right in the middle of it, weighing up their next move. The Reds have already seen one bid turned down earlier in the window, and reports suggest they may be ready to return with one final offer once their match against Newcastle is out of the way. That timing is deliberate, as Liverpool do not want to create the awkward situation of Isak potentially debuting against his current club at St. James's Park. At the same time, Liverpool are also keeping the pressure on Crystal Palace for defender Mark Guéhi. The Reds are short of depth in central defense after Jarell Kwanzaa's move to Bayer Leverkusen, and with concerns over Ibrahima Konaté's injury history and Joe Gomez's inconsistency, Guéhi is seen as an ideal target to stabilize the backline. Palace chairman Steve Parish has admitted that selling players may be unavoidable to comply with financial regulations, particularly if those players are unwilling to extend their contracts. Guéhi has just 1 year left on his current deal, and with no new agreement in sight, Palace may have little choice but to sanction a transfer. This follows the departure of Ibaraki Eze to Arsenal, another big name leaving Selhurst Park, and reports suggest Guéhi could be next. Liverpool are not stopping there. Spanish reports claim that the Reds are also battling Manchester United, Manchester City, and even Real Madrid for Adam Wharton, another Palace talent who has caught the eye since stepping up from the Championship earlier this year. Wharton, only 21, has adapted seamlessly to Premier League life and looks like a player destined for the very top. Adding him to Liverpool's midfield would give the squad even more youthful energy and technical quality, but competition for his signature is fierce, and Palace are understandably reluctant to lose so many key players in one summer. Meanwhile, the build-up to Liverpool's clash with Newcastle this week has only intensified the drama. Both managers have spoken about the game, predicting a charged and hostile atmosphere at St. James's Park. Given the transfer tug-of-war between the two clubs, the match has taken on an extra layer of intrigue. Liverpool know they cannot let the noise around Isak distract them, but there is little doubt that fans on both sides will be talking about his future as the two teams face off. Reports from the Chronicle suggest that Liverpool's final bid for Isak could come straight after the game, giving Newcastle time to find a replacement before the deadline if they choose to cash in. Of course, money is at the heart of this saga. Newcastle are reportedly valuing Isak at £150 million, while Liverpool believe a deal closer to £110 to £120 million is more realistic.